Do you like cherry blossoms? If there's one country that truly cherishes them, it may be Japan. But why do Japanese people love cherry blossoms so much? Every year from all over the world, many people come to see the cherry blossoms in Japan, and they have become one of the most iconic images of the country. But in Japan, they are loved for something deeper than beauty alone. So in this video, I'd like to explore why cherry blossoms are so special in Japan through history and culture and the emotions that people associate with them. First of all, cherry blossoms are special in Japan because they signal the arrival of spring. Japan originally had wild cherry trees growing in the mountains and the fields. And for centuries, people felt the coming of a new season when they saw them bloom all at once. So cherry blossoms are never just flowers to admire. They were something that made people feel spring has arrived. And in Japan, spring is the beginning of the academic year and the business year. When children enter school, when people start a new job, when the new chapter of life starts, cherry blossoms are often in full bloom. That is why, for many Japanese people, cherry blossoms are tied to the memories of new beginnings. People remember taking photos under the blossoms on the day of their school entrance ceremony, or looking up at the trees while feeling nervous in the brand new environment. So when Japanese people see cherry blossoms, they are not just thinking, these are beautiful. They are often remembering the important turning points of their own lives. But why are cherry blossoms loved more deeply than many other flowers? One major reason is that although they are beautiful, they bloom only for a very short time. Their peak lasts only a moment, and once the wind blows, the petals begin to fall almost immediately. And yet, Japanese people see the beauty not only in the blooming, but also in the falling. And I think that is a very Japanese way of seeing things. Because the cherry blossoms do not last, the present moment feels more precious. Because they fall so quickly, their beauty feels even deeper. This feeling that something is beautiful, precisely because it is fleeting, lies at the heart of why cherry blossoms are so loved. And actually, cherry blossoms are not always simply seen as beautiful flowers. In ancient Japan, they were also closely tied to the agriculture. Their blooming could signal the beginning of the farming season. And there were times when cherry trees were seen as sacred places where mountain gods resided. So from the very beginning, cherry blossoms carried meanings connected to the nature, the changing seasons, and the prayer. Later, during the Heian period, cherry blossoms came to be admired by the aristocracy. Before that, peach blossoms and plum blossoms were more central in ceremonies and seasonal customs. But gradually, cherry blossom became the symbol of beauty in the Japanese spring. Then in the Edo period, that culture spread to the common people. Shogunate encouraged the planting of cherry trees, and the flower viewing became the spring event that many people could enjoy. So today's Hanami culture did not appear suddenly. It developed little by little over a stretch of long history. Even now, every spring in Japan, many people gather under a cherry blossom with family, friends, and co-workers for Hanami. From the outside, it may just look like a picnic or a party, but Hanami is a way of sharing the arrival of spring and enjoying the short-lived season together. Cherry blossoms do not last very long. That may be why many people want to share that moment with someone else. It is almost as if people are quietly saying, the spring has come again. We are here again, together this year. And the feelings Japanese people have toward cherry blossoms are also preserved in literature. In classics such as Kojiki, Hyakunin Isshu, cherry blossoms appear again and again. They are not simply treated as flowers, but as a symbol of love, parting, fading youth, beauty, and the transience of life itself. For example, one poem in the Hyakunin Isshu expresses this feeling in the following way. The flower's color faded as I looked on helplessly during the lengthy spring rains. Similarly, my beauty has diminished while I've dwelled on love and worldly matters. In this poem, the fading color of cherry blossoms is layered with fading youth, love, and life itself. This is the kind of delicate emotional expression that grew around cherry blossom in Japanese culture. That is why, for Japanese people, cherry blossoms are not just a part of the landscape, but also something like a mirror that reflects human emotion. And this image of cherry blossoms also connects to the aesthetics of samurais. Samurais saw their own ideal way of life in blossoms that fall at the very height of their beauty. It was not only about how to live, but also about how to end one's meat with dignity and grace. That sensibility is expressed memorably in the film The Last Samurai in 2003, starring Tom Cruise, Ken Watanabe, and Hiroyuki Sanada. In the film, the samurai called Katsumoto says, "Like these blossoms, we are all dying. To know life in every breath, every cup of tea, every life we take. The way of the warrior, that is Bushido." What makes this line so striking is that the cherry blossoms here are not simply presented as a symbol of death. Because there is an end, every breath matters more. The fleeting nature of the blossoms becomes a way of asking how we should live now. And here is another interesting comparison. Inazo Nitobe, a famous scholar from Japan, and one of the Under-Secretaries General of the League of Nations, contrasted cherry blossoms with the Western roses. In his book Bushido, he wrote, "Roses, with their vibrant colors and scents, hide thrones and resist wilting, seemingly fearing death. Cherry blossoms, however, offer a gentle fragrance and scatter easily with the wind, embracing their end without hesitation." This comparison is deeply symbolic. If roses represent strength, self-protection, and a beauty that tries to endure, then the cherry blossom represents something opposite, a beauty that accepts its own end. And perhaps that is why Japanese people have been drawn to cherry blossoms so deeply. At this point, we arrive at one of the most important ideas in Japanese aesthetics, which is mono no aware. Simply put, mono no aware is the feeling of being deeply moved by things that change, fade, and disappear. It is the ability to find the beauty not in what lasts forever, but in what is destined to pass. In Japan, cherry blossoms not only inspired poetry and literature, but also many pop songs. And one of my favorites is Sakura by Ketsumeshi. The lyric says, "Sakura maichiru naka ni wasureta kyoku to kimi no koe ga modotte kuru." Meaning, as cherry blossom dance and fall, forgotten memories and your voice come back to me. I think that line expresses something very close to mono no aware. The way fleeting beauty can awaken memory, longing, and a quiet sense of loss at the same time. So cherry blossoms could be the clearest expression of the feeling. If you have ever looked at cherry blossoms in Japan and thought, why are they so beautiful, but yet somehow a little sad? The answer may lie in this idea of mono no aware. When Japanese people look at the cherry blossoms, they are not only looking at the flowers, they are also sensing the passing of the seasons, the brevity of life, and the importance of the present moment. Right now I'm visiting a place called Tsuyama City in Okayama Prefecture. This is one of the popular spots of cherry blossom viewing in Japan, as it's having a Sakura Matsuri, cherry blossom festival, and it's also selected as one of the 100 cherry blossom viewing spots in Japan. Every year, many people come here to experience the beautiful spring scenery, and standing here beneath the blossoms, I can feel not only their beauty, but also the fleeting nature of time. I hope you can feel that too. Thank you so much for watching to the end. See you in the next video. Please let me know how you thought about the video, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and families.